up, let's get it then.
This is the Doghouse Racing League Tuesday night racing series, brought to you by Shoney's. Getting ready for the season finale here from Homestead, Miami Speedway in the SSR Designs 105. You can see here, we got just a few more minutes left in the 5 seconds before qualifying gets underway. Let's take a look at the points coming in tonight. Has locked up that championship here tonight in the Tuesday night racing scene. Second. Third place is Jamie Horn, Just McMahon, and Christopher Side in the top 5. Mathematically, Jamie Horn could get past Kevin McLeod, depending on what happens with Powell's race. Just McMahon is pretty much in that battle for that second position right now. It's going to be so let's see how this one shakes out here. Last race of the season. Always something happening here. But yeah, so we want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget to check the links down below. I've got a link to the Doghouse Racing League website for all their news, stats, standings, and more right down below at doghouseracingle.com. You've got a link to our series race sponsor as well, which is SSR Designs. And are you looking to take your car or iRacing paint scheme to the next level? Look no further than SSR Designs. With a passion for creating custom paint schemes that are unique, we specialize in turning your vision into reality. Whether you want to stand out on the track or simply want a one-of-a-kind look for your ride, we've got you covered. So check them out down below. Their Facebook is linked down below, SSR Designs. Also, at Shoney's. The Tuesday Night Racing League is proud to be sponsored by Shoney's. Shoney's is open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop by one of their West Virginia locations to try their freshly prepared legendary breakfast bar and take home a whole strawberry pie. Shoney's, delicious food and friendly service since 1947. So we've got all our other sponsors we'd like to thank as well for being part of the league. Of course, always Shoney's, Group 6, commissions to help fund the league. Check that out. Running the high side through turns 3 and 4, coming down to the stripe. This is for his. I feel that turns 3 and 4. Oh, you see it starting to get up to the outside wall back. Out to the inside here. See who else out there making a lap. Out on the racetrack. Doing his qualifying attempt underway. So as they come off of turn number 2 here, they're going to get a big bump. There's a big bump there. That bump just wrong really upsets the car. So we might see some trouble off of turn 2 quite a bit here tonight. The fastest way is right down out of the racetrack. Right down to that white line. Straddling that seam there. To the bottom of the racetrack yet again. On the turn number 4. Powell is going to jump up to second. Stutzman is going to jump up into the 7th position. First station disqualifying attempt comes across the slope through the 16th. Jeff Nickel through turns 3 and 4. What he's able to do here off of turn number 4. As that finishes qualifying, and we'll take a look at our starting grid. So as the cars get lined up on the pit road, we will take a look at our starting grid. Starting on pole is the 91 of Jonathan Jennings with Kevin Powell in position number 2. Row 2 will find Lucas Edwards in the 76 and John Smith in the 23, followed by Daniel Wilkerson in 5th and Justin McMahon rolling off from the 6th spot. Jeremiah Stutzman roll off 7th with Steve Bonello in the 8th position. Christopher Simon and Chris Leftwich round out row number 5. Jamie Horn rolls off from the 11th position. Tyler Millette back in 12th. 13, Baker Knapp with James Wagner back in the 14th position. Mark Dumont rolls off 15th and Eric Mormon from the 16th position. Mike Leftwich and Orlando Harrell make up row number 9. Back in row 10 will be Chris Melton and Kevin Brown. Jeffrey Engel roll off from the final 23rd position as we got a driver's meeting going on here. Talking about next season. We have signed on board for another season with the Doghouse Racing League, so we will be the home of the Doghouse Racing League yet again next year. As we see, my mic is a little low. Let's see if I can do something to turn that up for you guys just a little bit. For a second, you're going to see the ugly screen for just a second, and that's exactly what it is. I had my I raced recently, so I had my volume settings all different there. So go. Now the racing volume should be right on par with my microphone. So there we go. So cars making their way out onto the racetrack. Jonathan Jennings having a little connection issue here early. Of course, as I mentioned, he has already won the championship. Actually, he was crowned champion about 4 races ago. Still having a little bit of a connection issue, so could we see another winner outside of Jonathan Jennings here tonight? I know Jennings loves this racetrack. We'll have to see what goes on here as the field getting ready to come off of turn number 4. Pace car takes that hard left-hand turn down on the pit road. Green flag flies in the air, and we are racing. Down into turn number 1, Kevin Powell trying to use that high lane to get a run here on Jonathan Jennings as they come off of turn number 2 for the first time. Already, cars spreading 3 lanes wide as they come down the backstretch. Then turn number 3. Jennings going to use that low lane here, right down on the bottom. A little wiggle on the 91 as they come through turns 3 and 4. And Jonathan Jennings is going to lead our first lap here at Homestead, Miami. Meanwhile, a little further back, you see Daniel Wilkerson down on the inside of Justin McMahon. And Jeremiah Stutzman trying to move around Chris Leftwich as Leftwich thought about making it 3 wide for a moment. Great battle here already in the middle of the pack. Stutzman taking a look down to the inside. Chris Leftwich. Here comes Jamie Horn making a move around Christopher Simon and up into the 9th position. Really for 98 to go now as Stutzman and Chris Leftwich run side by side. Daniel Wilkerson looking to the inside of Justin McMahon as they come off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch they come. Now Jeremiah Stutzman thinks about making it 3 wide for a moment. Thought better of it as they go down into the corner. Jamie Horner almost runs into the back of Stutzman as they come through turns 3 and 4. Oh, Chris Leftwich really loose up on that high side. He's able to gather it up, though. And Stutzman's going to have that momentum down on the low lane as they go down into turn number 1. Jamie Horn wants to get around that 87 machine. However, he just can't get a good run here as they come down the backstretch. Meanwhile, a little further back, Steve Bonomo. Take a look down to the inside of Christopher Simon is. You see some 3 wide racing. Jamie Horn in the middle. Chris Leftwich on the outside. Stutzman to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Jamie Horn, though, backs out of it. He's going to try it again. Second, while I try to see if I can make my mic volume just a little bit louder for you guys. All right, let me know in the comments here if my volume's a little bit better for you guys. As Kevin Powell was about to try to make a move there on Jonathan Jennings, but Jennings able to stay far, or not far, but just out in front of that 93 machine. Meanwhile, Jennings right here, getting past the 114 of Mark Dumont. Under Farley says, come on, John Smith and Baker now. Fast and left, boys. Volume is a lot better, they said, so there we go. Glad we got that one figured out. As Jamie Horn taking a look down to the inside of Chris Leftwich as they come down the backstretch towards turn number 3. Horn not able to get that run as Christopher Leftwich able to use a little bit higher lane to get a run off the corner. This time they're pretty even coming off a turn at number 4. Right here with Jamie Horn, just take a look as he tries to run down the 13 of Chris Leftwich. Oh, a little further back. A little bit of a battle back here between Kevin Brown and Orlando Harrell. This is a battle for 19th and 20th, and Harrell pulls a little slide job there up in front of Brown. Brown has to get out of the gas there. That's going to move the 421 up into the 19th position. Chris Leftwich still under attack here by the 98 of Jamie Horn. Horn trying to find some kind of advantage here off the corner to get a run on the 13, but Chris Leftwich keeps taking that line away as they come off the corner. Further back, Baker Knapp, number 114 of Mark Dumont doing battle. Knapp gets up into the outside wall just a little bit. That's going to allow the 114 to go right on the ground. So moves Mark Dumont up one spot into the 14th position. John Smith solidly holding on to that 4th spot, trying to run down the 76 of Lucas Edwards as they come off of turn number 4. And Jamie Horn still right there on the back bumper of Chris Leftwich. Takes a look down to the inside this time. Gonna be side by side off the track. Again, Chris Leftwich with that advantage there, able to stay out in front of Jamie Horn. Battle back here. Stephen Bunomo trying to take a look here to the inside of the 87 of Jeremiah Stutzman. Bunomo started the season off strong, had a couple podiums early in the season. Haven't really talked to him much since then. Looks like he's got something rolling here tonight, though, as he's trying to get himself back up towards the top 5. Jamie Horn now has the position on Chris Leftwich as they go down into turn number 1. He's door-to-door, side-to-side, door-to-door, side-by-side, down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Horn still trying to hold on down on that bottom side, but here comes Chris Leftwich using that high lane momentum to keep. Now he's going to try to pull a crossover here on Jamie Horn as they go down into turn number 1. Great battle going on here as Jamie Horn now is going to use that high lane to just drive off the corner and start to pull away from Chris Leftwich. Further back, you see Tyler Millett is just about to make a move on Daniel Wilkerson. Wilkerson trying to make a move on Bunomo, and Bunomo making a move on Stutzman. So a lot of battling going on back here in the back of the pack. Meanwhile, John Smith has gotten around Lucas Edwards and put John Smith up into the final podium position in 3rd place. Cheer here from Country Chip saying, let's go 94 and team. That is the 94 of Tyler Millette, who is currently back in the 11th position and trying to work on the back bumper of Daniel Wilkerson to crack into the top 10. While Daniel Wilkerson and Steven Buonomo were nose to tail here. And Eric Warman coming back into this mix as well. So battles all over the racetrack as Justin McMahon starting to run down the 76 of Lucas Edwards. This will be a battle for the 4th position. All that's been going on, Jonathan Jennings continues to pull away from Kevin Powell as his lead is now just over 0.6 of a second. McMahon looking down to the inside of Lucas Edwards as they come off of turn number 2. Backstretch door to door, side by side. Actually, not really door to door. McMahon was just at the fender. Ooh, Lucas Edwards bounces off the wall. That's going to kill his momentum as he goes down into turn number 3. McMahon trying to get that run on that low side. Trying to move him up into the 4th position, but not able to clear the 76 of Lucas Edwards. So McMahon now in that 4th spot. And right behind Edwards now is the 98 of Jamie Horn, trying to make something happen, trying to move himself up to the front. Horn's going to take a look down to the inside of Lucas Edwards coming off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. And will he have the advantage here on that low side, or will Edwards be able to use that high lane? No, Edwards is up into the outside wall. That's going to break the momentum of the 76. Horn should be able to get around pretty easy. As I say that, they continue to do battle side by side. Edwards using that high lane to keep that momentum. Again, here at Homestead, Miami, the corners are progressively banked, so the high lane does have quite a bit more banking than the low side, and that's why the high lane tends to come in here and tends to have a little bit more grip. As Jamie Horn finally able to clear the 76 of Lucas Edwards a little further back. Got a big gaggle of cars back here, all 4 position. Steven Buonomo, Daniel Wilkerson, Tyler Millette, Christopher Simon, Eric Warman. All battling together as Chris Leftwich and Jeremiah Stutzman are doing battle here for the 7th and 8th position. As Lucas Edwards gets back up into the outside wall, we saw a puff of smoke there from that 76 machine. He's starting to struggle a little bit as he's got this line of cars here. Oh, he's trying to get into, almost got into Jamie Horn there. Edwards way up on the high side. He's going to lose quite a few positions here. Still struggling up on that high lane. So here comes Christopher Leftwich and Eric Warman trying to move right on by Lucas Edwards. Meanwhile, up front, a battle for second place with John Smith right there on the back bumper of Kevin Powell as they come off of turn number 4. Of course, this is the SSR Designs 105. Don't forget to check out the link down below in the description. If you're an iRacer looking for a new paint job, check them out down below in the description. Meanwhile, this Angry Bee's Nest back here has Jeremiah Stutzman and Tyler Millette going at it. This is a battle for the 6th and 7th spot. Jamie Horn right here in this mix as well. Looks like Jamie Horn may have burned his tires off just a little bit. He was moving forward pretty quickly. And now he's starting to fall back into the clutches of Jeremiah Stutzman and Tyler Millette. While Jonathan Jennings has a almost 3 second lead over the battle for second place as here comes John Smith down to the inside. And Kevin Powell able to hold off that 23 machine for now. Here comes John Smith back down to the inside. A little further back, this battle still going on here between Jeremiah Stutzman and Tyler Millette. Here comes Eric Warman into the mix here as well, and my iRacing just crashed. Sounds like, and we're gonna flip away for a second. We'll be right back with you, as it seems like there was an issue here. It looks like there's a little issue with iRacing on my end here. Give me just a moment while we get this fixed up on my end. I'll be right back with you.
What a dank sound. What is that? It is over here.
All right, we are back, and I apologize for that. Looks like a little connection issue there with iRacing, but we came in at the right time as green flag pit stops are underway. Here comes Jonathan Jennings down pit road. That is going to give the lead to Kevin Powell. Also on pit road, we have John Smith, Jamie Horn, Mark Dumont on pit road. Kevin Brown just leaving pit road. Patrick Struby just leaving pit road. As more green flag pit stops underway, as here comes Kevin Powell making his way down on the pit road. Tyler Millette will follow suit as well. That's going to give the lead to the 49 of Chris Melton. Right behind, we see Jeremiah Stutzman and Christopher Simon doing battle here as well. I believe they have already pit. Yeah, they've already pit. Chris Melton looks like the last car that's going to be pitting here. Sounds like he's going to be coming down pit road this time. There he goes. And the three wide battle there between Jeremiah Stutzman, who is on the lead lap. Right in front of him, that is, let's see here. Yeah, Jeremiah Stutzman is your leader. He is also yet to pit. And Orlando Harrell. So Jonathan Jennings, when everything comes back around right now, Christopher Simon, Chris Melton, and Jeffrey Engel all on pit road. As it all cycles around, Jonathan Jennings will be your race leader. Chris Lethwich jumps up a couple spots on pit road. He's going to be your second place driver. Justin McMahon in third. Eric Warman and John Smith. And again, you got the lap times. Yeah, looks like Warman has come down pit road already. So a couple drivers making up a ton of time. But Jonathan Jennings going to be your leader over Chris Lethwich by almost 6 seconds, as Orlando Harrell, I believe, will be coming down pit road this time. Again, I do apologize for the little crash there. Not really sure what happened with iRacing and my system there, but I was still getting timing updates and everything. But yeah, the system just stopped working. So we got things back and under control here. As Orlando Harrell continues to lead over Jonathan Jennings. But Jennings is closing in a hurry, as you can see that interval there on the ticker. And now here comes Orlando Harrell down on the pit road. Now we'll complete green flag pit stops as we have 28 laps to go, coming to 27 laps to go here. We've been green flag since the drop of the green. We'll battle back here between Stutzman and Brown. And this is a battle for 17th and 18th. A little battle starting to heat up here between Eric Warman and John Smith. As they are running down Justin McMahon, who currently runs in the third position. Here comes John Smith taking a look down to the inside of Warman. And move John Smith up into the fourth position with 25 laps to go. See if John Smith can put himself back on the podium. Lucas Edwards starting to run down Chris Melton. Lucas Edwards going to choose the high lane here. Melton down on the inside. Melton on a little bit fresher tires here than Edwards. They come down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Here's Jamie Horn and Daniel Wilkerson doing, Jamie Horn and Daniel Wilkerson doing a little bit of battling back here. This is a battle for 7th, and Horn's going to take that position away. As John Smith has now caught Justin McMahon as they come down the backstretch. Smith trying to find his way around that 24 machine. Here's a look down to the inside as they go down into turn number 1. And with this progressive banking, it's really not an advantage one way or the other to be up on the top or down on the bottom. That bottom lane is going to be a little bit quicker in a sense because you're taking the shorter way around. However, with the progressive banking, that high lane allows you to run up there a little bit faster. So they kind of even each other out. Ooh, McMahon gets a little loose there up on the high side. Gives the momentum to John Smith as they come down into turn number 3. And now John Smith up for that final podium spot. Is he going to be able to run down Chris Leftwich here with just 22 laps to go? Meanwhile, Kevin Powell just got around Eric Warman for that 5th position. And Tyler Millett's trying to run down the 28 of Daniel Wilkerson. Great views of the racetrack. Gives you a good idea just how close they get to that wall, especially entering the corner. And some of the drivers that are running that higher lane through the corner. iRacing's done a really good job of modeling the airflow. So if you are able to get right against that wall, you can actually ride the cushion of air around the corner. You see Lucas Edwards here trying to run that high side. You can actually run that cushion of air around the corner to help that car stay off the wall and keep the speed up. So when you do it, it's pretty cool. It feels really good. Although when you miss it big, and you usually end up in the outside wall. As Justin McMahon now is losing time to Eric Warman and Jamie Horn. Just under 20 laps to go, 19 to be exact. Jonathan Jennings out in front by almost 10 seconds over second place Chris Leftwich. And John Smith has run down Chris Leftwich for that second position. Here comes Smith looking down to the inside. He's got Kevin Powell coming quickly as well, back in that fourth position. So we got a three-way battle for the final two podium spots here at Homestead, Miami. Smith gets a really good launch off the corner, just nowhere to take it. He's going to hang right there on the back bumper of Chris Leftwich. Ooh, John Smith with a little connection issue there, but he's down to the inside of Chris Leftwich. And off of turn number 2, John Smith and Kevin Powell are both going to get by the 13 of Chris Leftwich. So here comes Chris fighting back on that high side. He's going to wash right up the track, almost catches the outside wall. And Kevin Powell's going to take away that third spot. Now Chris Leftwich on the outside looking in for a podium position here in the final race of the season. As I mentioned, the Doghouse Racing League will be coming back for another season. I believe the season will be starting in October. Well, further back, you see Tyler Millett trying to run back down Jamie Horn. They've both gotten around Justin McMahon, as McMahon is in a bit of a backward slide right now. Currently in the 8th position. See the 421 of Orlando Harrell. Harrell is a lap down. And on much fresher tires, that's why he's able just to drive right around. Or almost drive around the 24 of McMahon. Meanwhile, another battle heating up here. Eric Warman, Chris Leftwich. This is a battle for the 4th position. Warman trying to wrap the bottom there, get around the 13 of Leftwich. Leftwich right there on the door, gives him some room this time, and Eric Warman going to move up into the 4th position. And here comes Jamie Horn, and that's the unique thing about Homestead Miami Speedway. Yeah, John Smith has shown some speed this season. Now he finds himself running in second, running identical times to Jonathan Jennings, your leader. Kevin Powell sits back there in the 3rd position. We've seen him show a lot of speed this season. Eric Warman, we really haven't talked about him too much this season from here and there, but having a great run currently up in the top 5. Currently running in 4th. Jamie Horn, Chris Leftwich, Tyler Millett all running under a blanket here. As Horn and Leftwich go side by side off of turn number 4. And Millett's going to try to make it 3 wide as they go down into turn number 1. Horn able to drive it in so deep. He's able to clear both of them. But here comes Tyler Millett getting around Chris Leftwich, as Leftwich got really loose there off of turn number 2. And looks like that right rear Was a bit angry on that 13. Might have wore that right rear, or heated that right rear up just a little too much. And meanwhile, up front, John Smith starting to pull away from Kevin Powell a little bit as we have just 10 laps to go. Yeah, you see Horn kind of parking it there, getting into the corner a little bit. Backing up that corner, but it's allowing Tyler Millette to close right in on the 98 machine. Now Millette's going to take a look down to the inside. Great view here from the roof of Tyler Millette. They go side by side. They're pretty even here down the front stretch into turn number 1, and Millette's going to take that spot away. So move Tyler Millette now up into your top 5 with just 8 laps to go. Stephen Bunomo trying to run down Jeremiah Stutzman for the 12th position. But your leader, Jonathan Smith, continues to put down some blazing laps. Last time by, ran a 32.50. Sorry, 34.50. Closest to that was a 34.70 by Tyler Millette. So Jennings just continues to put down blistering laps here, setting the pace. And you can see almost 10 seconds ahead of second place, John Smith. Jennings comes down through turns 3 and 4. We're going to come to 5 laps to go. Meanwhile, Chris Leftwich, Chris Melton doing battle here. This is a battle for the 7th and 8th position. Right behind, we see Christopher Simon and Justin McMahon. Oh, as Leftwich gets really loose off the corner, able to hold on to it. What a save by Chris Leftwich. That car was completely wrecked. Somehow able to hold on to it. Can he hold on for just 5 more laps? Kevin Powell about to lose 3rd place to Eric Warman. Warman's put on some speed here tonight. So we have just 3 laps to go. Can Warman get his way onto the podium here tonight? We'll have 2 first-time podiums here tonight. I think John Smith hasn't sat on the podium yet this season. Warman goes side by side with Kevin Powell. Down into turn 3, we have just 2 laps to go. A little slider here from the 31 of Warman. And Eric Warman will indeed take over that 3rd spot with just 2 laps to go. Jonathan Jennings makes his way through turns 3 and 4. Going to come off turn number 4, and we're going to see the white flag. Just one more lap to go for Jonathan Jennings. Going to use that inside lane here. Just a half a lap left to go for Jennings in the season finale here in the SSR Designs 105. Jonathan Jennings comes off of turn number 4, takes the checkered flag, and your champion wins his 7th race of the season. John Smith does indeed bring it home in 2nd. Eric Warman comes home in 3rd. Kevin Powell and Tyler Millette round out your top 5. But your winner and champion, Jonathan Jennings, makes his way off of turn number 4. Going to come down to the front stretch. Where he's going to celebrate his win. Jennings in classic style. Going to do a few donuts here. Then we'll see him burn out the entire front stretch here. See how far around the track he can burn this car out. Let's take a look at the final results here tonight from Homestead, Miami Speedway. And Jonathan Jennings gets the win. John Smith comes home 2nd. Eric Warman back in 3rd. Kevin Powell and Tyler Millette round out your top 5. Jamie Horn comes home 6th. Chris Melton back in the 7th spot. Christopher Simon in 8th. Chris Leftwich in 9th. 3 Chris's in a row right there. And Justin McMahon rounds out your top 10. Daniel Wilkerson brings it home 11th. Jeremiah Stutzman back in 12th. Stephen Bonomo in the 13th position. Lucas Edwards and Kevin Brown round out your top 15. Baker Knapp brings it home 16th. 17th was James Wagoner with Mark Dumont back in the 18th position. Patrick Struby and Mike Leftwich round out your top 20. Then rounding out the field tonight, Orlando Harrell, Jeffrey Engel, and Richard Leclerc. As we wait for our top 3 to make their way down into the waiting room. We'll again want to thank our great partner in this league, Shoney's. The Doghouse Racing League's Tuesday Night Racing Series is proud to be sponsored by Shoney's. Shoney's is open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop by one of their Western Virginia locations and try their freshly prepared breakfast bar or take home a whole strawberry pie. Shoney's delicious food and friendly service since 1947. Of course, we want to thank all of our other great partners here in the Doghouse Racing League. Shoney's, Group 6, Simpson Race Shop, or Simpson Design Shop, and Fanatics. Of course, the Doghouse Racing League is an affiliate with the Fanatics. They earn commissions when they purchase through the link down below. They use the commissions to help fund the league, so please check them out down at the link below. Also, don't forget to check out your series or your race sponsor here tonight, SSR Designs. Are you looking to take your car or iRacing paint schemes to the next level? Look no further than SSR Designs. With passion for creating custom paints and schemes that are unique, we specialize in turning your vision into reality. Whether you want to stand out on the track or simply want a one-of-a-kind look for your ride, they've got you covered over at SSR Designs on Facebook. You can find the link down below in the description. So now we're going to let's talk with our top 3 tonight. Starting with your 3rd place finisher, Eric Warman. Eric, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy? Got you loud and clear, man. Well, congratulations getting on the podium here tonight. I said it earlier. So we had a couple of guys who normally we don't see running up front. Had some speed here tonight. Homestead, Miami. It's kind of one of those tracks that's really unique. You either have it or you don't. You were able to work yourself up 13 spots into the third position. Talk us through your race. What was the strategy that got you up to the front here to get on the podium here tonight?
Really, it was just saving tires, stay on the bottom, and try not to get the car too sideways coming out. Keep her nice and straight. That's all I was really worried about. Be honest with you, I didn't think I'd be up where I'm at. I figured I'd be in the back somewhere because that's where I was at in practice, but probably one of the few that do a long run during practice.
Yeah, that's the key here. Definitely is being able to save those tires and having them down at the end. And yeah, we saw you stay out a little bit longer than everybody else, lead a few laps, and that seemed to pay out for you at the end. Was that kind of a strategy of yours, trying to stay out a little bit later than everybody else, or is that just because you were able to save tires, you're able to stay out just a little bit longer?
I was one of the first ones to pit. I was right there behind Jamie. I think on about halfway. I was just figuring if it goes green all the way, I feel like I'm better at saving the tires than trying to be fast. So figure might as well put a new set on and see what we come up with.
I apologize. I missed the pit there. My had a little issue with iRacing crashing right there in the middle of the race. But hey, again, congratulations coming home top 3 here tonight. An awesome job for you. Again, making up 13 spots. And man, looking forward to some more great runs for you next season. I know Daniel was talking about it earlier. Hopefully, we'll see you again next season. And of course, before we let you go, Eric, anyone want to thank, any shots you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and thank my wife, my kids, and thank the league and all the sponsors for it. And thank you for putting on the broadcast.
Awesome, man. Again, congratulations on the podium here tonight, and good luck next season. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Night. So that's your third place finisher, Eric Warman. Let's bring in your second place finisher, John Smith. John, you got Josh up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, showed some speed here tonight. A lot of speed there. Able to run down Kevin Powell and all those guys. Get yourself here a second place finish. No, it seemed like nobody had anything for Jonathan Jennings here tonight, but man, to come home second to Jonathan in a track like this, that's a good feeling, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I actually had some chance to practice this week with those elite Southern Motorsports guys, and they really threw in a lot of helpful pointers, helpful tips. Our first run, I was just running the high side and wondering why I wasn't catching up, and they kind of made some adjustments for me and gave me some tips, and that really made a huge difference on the second run and then tonight's race as well.
Yeah, and we could see just how much car control you had up there. It looked like the track. A couple of these drivers started to really struggle as the tires wore off, either getting really tight, or we saw a couple drivers get really sideways up off the corner. I don't know if that was just too much wheel in it or not, but it seemed like you were nice and smooth all night long. Started up front, finished up front. What was the secret here tonight to get yourself on the podium?
The big secret is just to follow Jonathan Jennings. That dude obviously knows what he's doing, knows how to. If you watch his cockpit cam and watch his wheel tape, how little it moves and everything, he just saves tires so well. So I really focused this race on just saving tires, trying to pace it, running about the same line that he ran. It worked out very well. I mean, my percentages on my tire wear was nowhere near where I thought it should have been, or probably about 15% higher by the end. So the whole thing was just saving tire, letting it really coast around those corners instead of trying to push it too hard.
Well, you got yourself up on the podium. I think it's your first podium of the season too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
It's two first-time podiums here tonight at Homestead, Miami. So again, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again next season when they return. But of course, before I let you go, anyone we want to thank, any shout-outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, shout out to you and the broadcast, putting on such a good broadcast for the whole season and everything, and Daniel and the guys that put on the league here. It's a super good league, very competitive, very clean, as shown tonight. The guys really know how to handle it. So, and then I want to thank my wife and our newborn that we have here. So she puts up with me and keep me watching or taking care of the newborn while I'm up here racing. And then my sponsor, Engine 4 Coffee Company, has been sponsoring me for about a season and a half now. So those guys, and then Nap Daddy Racing Designs, just making templates and stuff like that, not really doing the whole custom made cars for people. That's more Hunter Simpson's thing. I'll leave that to him. But we just do templates and some vectors and stuff like that. So just some side change. But yeah, shout out to those guys.
Awesome job. Well, again, congratulations on the runner-up here tonight, and good luck next season. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again.
Hopefully, thank you.
Have a great night. So that was your second place finisher, John Smith, and for the final time this season, your champion, getting it done, Jonathan Jennings. Jonathan, you got Josh up in the booth, man. What a run here tonight. What a dominating performance. Almost 11 seconds over second place. I know John Smith was saying that he was turning some laps with you guys this week and putting out some things for him. But, man, what is the secret to getting around this place? Because nobody seems to be able to do it like you.
Turn one and running the bottom is what's helping me a lot. Running to get through one, and if you drive it too deep, you're not getting the bottom, and the middle's kind of a no man's land. It's either the top or the bottom. If you don't hit you got to take kind of a shallow entry, right? So you don't keep it down there, you're losing time.
Well, you're able to just, like I said, put a spanking on the field here tonight. Like I said, almost 11 seconds, getting your 7th win of the season, Jonathan. Just a phenomenal season overall. Not much else I can say. Strategy-wise, though, did you guys, I know Kevin Powell is up there with you. Jamie Horn started a little further back. He was able to get up to 6th. As a team, were you guys trying to do a little strategy as far as pit stops were concerned, or did you guys just kind of all want to come in and wig it when the tires felt bad?
No, it wasn't really much of a strategy. I know Kevin wanted to lead a lap, and I wasn't going to give it to him early. And he was going to pit, and I told him, I was like, well, I'm fixing to pit. Stay out, you lead a lap, I'll pit. And normally that comes back to bite me because the caution will catch me. But
Yeah,
I didn't need to lose too much time because I noticed several guys that wasn't too far behind me pitted a few laps before that, and I knew if I wanted to keep the clean air, I needed to go ahead and hit pit road.
Well, able to lead almost all the laps here tonight, able to avoid any cautions. A nice green flag run for you here tonight. I know that helps as well. And, man, again, congratulations on another championship for you. Hopefully we'll talk to you again quite a bit next season again. And, of course, before we let you go, Jonathan, anyone you want to thank, any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, you guys for the great broadcast, and Daniel for putting the stuff together each and every week. And the league sponsors, Shoney, Fruitfoot, SSR Designs, and Fanatics, I believe. And I'm missing somebody. Yeah, I'll have to look it back up.
You need to get it tattooed on your hand or something. That way you can. No, I'm just kidding. But
I'll draw it on there. Tattoo's a little excessive.
there you go. Get it drawn on there. Get yourself a little cheat sheet so you can pull it out for under the seat at night. But again, congratulations on the win here tonight. Congratulations on the championship. And again, good luck next season to you.
All right, thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
So that was your winner, Jonathan Jennings, getting it done here again from Homestead, Miami Speedway. That's going to do it for us here tonight. For a couple weeks, the Doghouse Racing League is going to take a little time off. They're going to restart here. It sounds like sometime in October. Keep a look on either their website or our Facebook, as we'll have an update for you when they restart. Of course, this Sunday we'll have the first round of the playoffs for the Simrat Market National Series right here on Intensity Broadcasting from Myrtle Beach. So don't forget to tune in for that. Hit that little notification bell. Hit that little like button, follow and subscribe so you know anytime we go live here on Intensity Broadcasting. And that's going to do it for us here tonight from our great partners over at Group 6, SSR Designs, Fanatics, Shoney's series sponsor, of course, our great partners, IntensityRacing.com and the Butt Kicker. Butt Kicker, as we know, is a well-known established leader in gaming haptics. Check out which Butt Kicker product might be right for you by heading to thebuttkicker.com. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, congratulations, Jonathan Jennings, on the win and the championship. Congratulations to all our first-time podiums tonight. And as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over and out.